pretty like relevant in general, you know what I mean? So so we're live pretty much everywhere except StreamYard. I'm getting us on StreamYard. So, or not StreamYard, Instagram. All right, cool. Okay, now so now we're live everywhere. So everyone, welcome to another Run Wild with Us. You can ask us anything. I'm Lisa Kastner. I'm the founder and executive editor for Running Wild, which is now 4 imprints. And I'm here with some of my most fantabulous editors, specifically Cecilia Kennedy, who's been with us, oh my gosh, forever.
And I think since 2021, I think.
That's still forever.
That is a long time. Years. Yeah.
And we are here to answer any old questions you have. It can be around crafts. It can be around the publishing industry. It can be whatever. All you have to do is pop your questions into the comments section of whatever venue you're watching this. And if it's live, then we'll answer it immediately. But we also get updates, basically like requests. If you go and put in a comment or a question on a recording, we'll get that, and then we can answer it actually in the subsequent session. So with all that said, we were actually just talking about all the traveling that we've got going on and all the stuff. So, I mean, usually we start off with like whatever it is that we're working on. I think Cecilia was saying she's got like 6 books that she's editing.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we've got Rodolfo and we've got Peter.
Hey.
Wow, I feel special. Check out all these people. Damn. So guys, we were just starting off to talk about like all the stuff we've got going on. So I was saying how Cecilia was mentioning she's editing like 6 books. I've got like 6 in play. Peter and I just came from AWP, so if you want, we can talk about that. And then I am actually going to the Tucson Book Festival this weekend. I got a last minute invite. They want me there for Family Pack and Cure. And I can basically bring any books I want that I either edited or I wrote, or I wrote something in it. So, which is super exciting because Tucson's one of the biggest book festivals in the US. They usually have around 100,000 attendees. So I can report back on that one next time. Like that'll be pretty cool. So and now we've got Ben.
Hey.
So what do you guys have going on? I don't know, Peter, if you want to give folks an update on like your experiences at AWP and all that.
Well, I believe I'm 80% recovered from AWP. It's a huge event. There are a lot of people, and people like writers who stick to themselves, spend a lot of time in dark rooms all alone. Suddenly in a huge conference center, convention center, is quite a lot to deal with. So, but I went to some great lectures. I met some really cool people, caught up with some old friends, and got a couple pitches for Trompe l'oeil. Actually went rogue for a little while. I grabbed my banner and found an empty booth that nobody claimed and set up shop. So that was fun. And I'm looking forward to the submissions I'm going to get from the convention.
And by the way, when Peter moved, it was hilarious because I had just gotten there and I get a text from going, there are too many women here. I'm getting my own booth.
Well, there was just the one woman there at least when I got there, so I set my booth up in the corner, and then another woman showed up, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm on number like 6 to 1. And I kept using it as home base. I'm like, I can't stay in here. I'll just leave my banner here. And I kept using it as home base. And I kept getting dirty looks from a couple of people. I'm like, I need to leave. I don't belong here. Nobody was upset when I left. So,
because we were sharing a table with the national, what is it? The Women's National Book Association. And so they were having like women were coming through and doing like book signings and stuff.
Exactly.
And there were a couple of women there who like it. I think it was like more like if they just didn't know you, they gave you a dirty look.
Yep. Got a couple of those. But
Yeah,
I was invited to take place with Pitchorama next month as part of the Women's National Book Association. So I'm going to reach out to Elise about that.
Not cool.
Yeah. So the
Very
woman who was running the thing was very nice, very, very professional. So I made one friend.
Oh yeah, Elise is the president, and the past president is Natalie, and they're both dear friends of mine. So yeah, so that's so thankfully the people who are friends of ours were actually cool. There was like one woman, oh my goodness, she I came into the booth, and I mean I was just giving out flyers and stuff, and like, you know, book postcards, and you know, like if any of our folks showed up to do any kind of book signing, I was like, yeah, sure, come. You know, it's like, it's not a thing, you're welcome to do it. And this one woman goes, and who are you? Like,
I think I know exactly who that was.
I was just like, huh? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm the founder of Running Wild. And she's like, well, how long have you been around? And I was like, Jesus Christ, did I kill your dog? Like, I don't know you. This is so bizarre. And when I told her, like, oh, this is our 10th year, she all of a sudden, you could almost see like the tension go like, oh, I guess I should be nice to you. And she's like, oh, well.
Oh, you're legit. Okay.
Oh, exactly.
Yes. Wow.
And then she tries to like get me to like, oh, you know, well, how many books do you sell? And I was like, you know what? All of this is online. Like, here's a postcard with a QR code on it. Why don't you just look it up? Like it's all readily available. I don't have to be the one to tell you, you know. It was hilarious. And like Elise and Natalie were both standing there looking at her like, are you for real? Like, why are you doing this to people? Like, the purpose of this is to attract people, not to have them go, I don't ever want to be here again.
Exactly.
So, but I'm glad you got to. I didn't have a chance to attend any panels, but what I did find funny, I had at least 3 different people text me 3 different times about they had attended panels and the panelists didn't know answers to some stuff, so they gave my info so that the panelists could come to me and ask, and you know, I could answer their questions. And I was like, you know, this is like weird, right? Like, I mean, I'm happy to do it, but the fact that AWP accepted a bunch of panelists who didn't actually know enough to answer attendees' questions is, and I had submitted a couple of panels for us to do, right? And,
I submitted many panels. Surprise panels for people who didn't know they were on them at the last minute. Ben and Peter, sorry.
But yeah, all my panels got shot down. So
actually, one of the panels I went to, the subject of a book being published anonymously came up, and not one of the panelists could answer it. Like, oh, I've never dealt with that. So I walked over after the panel. I knelt down next to the author. I'm like, go down to the convention center, booth 200 something or other, talk to Lisa Kastner, because she just published a book anonymously by an author.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you had already left the convention by then, so it kind of went nowhere. But I gave her the press name, so maybe she'll reach out to you.
Yeah, she should. I mean, we could actually talk about it now if you want. And then,
Yeah.
you know, so, and actually, it's not the first time. We just treated publishing a book by someone anonymously like you would someone using like a stage name, right? Because in essence, the contract is still under the person's real name because, you know, no one needs to know that, right? It's
Right.
more that you just acknowledge on the book itself that and what we're talking about is no fucks given by nobody fucking important, right? And the gentleman who's the author, like he's even doing appearances, right? But he's just
Without giving a fuck.
right. So I mean, yeah, you just treat it like a you know, like a stage name. It's like it's not that hard, but it is fun. I have heard it brought up and previously, excuse me, by other not studios, by other publishers. And I've actually heard some publishers say, oh, you're not, it's not legal to do that. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Because it has nothing to do, if you can have authors who are using fake names, that's the same thing as basically being anonymous, right? It's just anonymous, you're acknowledging it's anonymous. That's all. Like, it's almost even more legit than using like, you know, Joe Schmo.
Here's the book.
There's a book. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No name, no nothing.
Nope.
Signed, but I'm not going to reveal the signature.
Yep. And he just acknowledges why in his bio why he did it anonymously, you know, which makes sense. So but yeah, I got Peter's text, and then I got a couple of others, and I just thought it was like not weird, but like wild that there are all these panels where people couldn't answer questions, but you know, others knew that I could answer the same question. So it's like, okay, sure. So how about you guys? What are you guys up to?
Well, I can hold that. I can hold that up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course, again. Anonymous.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I wrote that, and when you say their names on the cover, the first name you want said shouldn't be your own. That's why it's anonymous. And it I think it's out of print now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may be the only copy anywhere.
All right, you know I'm gonna look, right?
Don't look at Amazon. It came out of Pennant Press. Yeah, Pennant Publications. But while you look, this week I'm very close to wrapping up a memoir, the African memoir, where the broken rhythm, where the newlywed couple went to do their dissertations in Africa and ethnomusicology. So we're close to having that one ready for production.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it was a fun piece. It's the one that I was talking about, working on different levels, the cognitive, the physical, and the emotional levels of going to Africa. When you read along, you say, "Man, I'm glad I didn't go," and then the very next paragraph is, "Oh wow, what a great experience!" And it's very well done.
Oh, lovely, awesome.
Yeah, so it's ready. The poetry anthology is ready. I'm just waiting for a bio.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I don't know whose, and I won't point him out, but I don't know. It should be on the.
It's not someone on here. No,
No, of course not.
No, it wouldn't be someone out here.
No.
You're responsible and attentive and respect
Exactly.
publishers.
The next book is one. It's a fortune telling knitting club or a title like that. But looking forward to transition that one, and then I've got the Drexel director's book to go,
Oh, okay.
which puts me way ahead because I'm only 1 week behind.
Wait,
Let that sink in, Rudolfo. I'm way ahead because I'm 1 week behind.
Time don't exist for you, Ben.
That's right.
You're always at it. Ben is everywhere.
I was gonna say I think that's all of us. So Peter, what else are you up to, young man?
well, I think the reason why one of the people is withholding their bios is because maybe he has one more poem he wants to sneak in the anthology, if that's a possibility.
Oh, I
I have to
see.
do it anonymously because I don't want it to look bad.
Okay.
I can leverage my position.
No. He would never do that, whoever he may be.
No, he would not. You know.
No.
But something just came across my desk. So
Look at this. The one we've been waiting for.
exactly, this is the one. So I'm still editing the Canadian Schoolmaster novel. It's gotten a lot better in some aspects and regressed in others. This is the one that I've spent the most time on ever, and I feel it's worth it. But it's just taking a long time because I'm fixing things that should have been fixed by now based on my earlier comments in earlier versions. So in that aspect, it's a little bit disappointing. But on the other aspect, this next version I believe is going to be that much better and ready to go to press and ready to be published because it needs to be out there because it's a terrific story. The woman, the headmistress, I mean, she's just as cold as ice coming out, but she gives you such a brilliant, rich look into her mind and how much she beats herself up, how much she just completely bullies herself throughout the course of the novel. That it's like, oh my God, these two sides of the same character are amazing, and to see that in printed format, to live that life through her is incredible, and it's just something that you don't normally see in people because they don't betray their thoughts like this. So it will be a fascinating novel in terms of how she handles the outside world and how she handles her inner world. It's just taking me a long time to get there, but when we get there, it's going to be great.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm still working on my novel. Something else I owe somebody.
Well, we're just going to continue to harass you until
I may have a proposal. I want to talk about this offline, but I may have a proposal.
You may, huh?
And Rodolfo, you've seen Fight Club, right? If it's your first time at Fight Club, you got to talk. So
Right?
Fight Club. Yeah.
You got no
My
choice,
turn?
man. You got to give it up.
No, I'm just, chilling here at the press club. It's been my favorite spot. All kinds of stuff, weird shit always happening. I read The Outsiders the other day. Man, that was a good book. Anybody read that? S.C.
Oh, yeah.
several
Hinton?
times, lots of times, yeah.
Yeah, we were out in Tulsa. I told Ben about this, and everybody's like, why'd you go there? Well, it was a Nine Inch Nails concert. That's why I went. But anyway, so then we came home, saw The Outsider house where they filmed that, and we got the kids, watched The Outsiders, and I just burnt through the book. And, it's a first person, right? It's in first person. So I've been trying to write more in first person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did write this little novella, in first person, kind of memoirish, which I haven't ever really done. And so that was really an interesting thing. So I have I don't know if this happens for other folks, but your dreams and your imagination kind of get mixed up sometimes, and you don't know if you're dreaming it or just imagining it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just wondering.
It's happening right now to me.
What's that?
It says happening right now to me.
There you go. Exactly. So I've been kind of selfish and just writing a lot. Started a new novel.
Nice.
I am editing a few things, which is interesting. The one I'm editing is like a dystopian sci-fi love story, essentially about 400 pages. So it was cool. I got the first edits, and the guy was real responsive. The author was real responsive, so he sent that back, and so I'm still working on that. Other people I haven't heard from. I don't know if we will, but anyways, yeah, no. Other than that, just like writing and tripping out on the weather. I swear, my right eye, right? I've worn glasses forever.
Mhm.
And like for the first time, my right eye I could see normally. It's weird. It's almost like it cured itself. But the problem is my left eye's still messed up. So I got this really bad, like it's not, it's not like now my glasses are all messed up. My prescription. How do you explain that? I don't know if anybody's had that where your vision.
You're imagining that dream. You still can't see. You just
Yeah.
Or you gotta fall out and hit the other side of the
imagination.
head.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for this eye to go bad again, so it'll like all level out.
There it goes.
I don't
My,
know what it is.
My ophthalmologist, he said, I don't think you actually, I think it's eye strain from staring at a computer all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't help for sure. Staring at a screen all day. A lot of screen staring.
Hmm.
I try to go outside. The sun's coming out. Gotta get the sun.
See?
Yeah. Staying busy. Trying to turn my kid on to S.E. Hinton, right? She's like 15. I'm like, you got to read this.
Yeah,
We'll see.
and
We'll see if I can make her read it. I don't know. She says she seems interested. So,
okay.
Tulsa's a weird town. It's cool. It was pretty cool. The architecture is really great up there.
How was the Nin concert?
It was cool. It
Yeah?
was actually, yeah. It was like one of those things of your, like, kind of childhood where well, not childhood. I mean, I was older, but like, like things going on, your youth, whatever you're doing, those years, formative years, it's just kind of playing there. And then you forget about it, right? It's like probably happened with some people in the Beatles or Elvis or something. But then like all these years later, like, well, the wife she's the one actually sprung the concert on us, me and my kid. She's like, we're going to Tulsa, go see Nine Inch Nails next week.
And you went,
Okay, whatever, we'll go. And it was actually like really crazy light show, like top tier Las Vegas style light extravaganza, and that guy is still rocking it, man. For however old he is, that guy could still clean living.
yeah, right.
Family man, clean living, family guy.
We're talking 9 Inch Nails.
I know, exactly right. No, it's true, and he him and his band rocked it out. It was it was
that
good.
part I believe, but it's the rest of it.
No, I mean, I don't know. That's what he claims. I don't know. He said he quit the sauce and all that like years ago, and had like 5 kids. He has like 5 kids, which will either push you over the edge to drink more, or
the reverse.
You will stop. My this may be too much info, but my dad had 4 kids. He didn't stop.
Yeah. He did the reverse. He was like,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, staying busy, still at it.
Nice.
Catching Ben at the Frontier once in a while. We saw some interesting folk there last time we were there. It kind of was inspired me. I'm going to write this short story called Diet, because I'm on a diet. And it's like how it transforms how this person sees these other people. And it's like he just eventually stops eating. And anyways,
we can call it naked diet.
I got all up here.
Naked?
Ben knows what I'm talking about. Ben knows what I'm talking about. He was there.
Naked? The naked diet. Okay.
Naked diet. Everything's
That's it.
on the end of your fork.
Right. Yep.
Okay, that's terrifying. Just saying.
It is a horse story. It's not. It's definitely going to be. Yes, dark story.
I see.
Mhm.
Rock on.
So Cecilia will dig it.
I think I want to read this. I want to read it
I'll send
already.
I'll
Yeah.
send it over to you. See what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think
please
about
do.
it. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh my.
That's all I got. That's what we're
All
now anyway. Yeah.
Well, anyone who's watching, don't forget, you're more than welcome to ask us any old questions you've got. Just go ahead and pop them into the comments section of wherever you may be watching, and we will be more than happy to basically repeat the question and then take turns responding to it. So, I'm trying to. So we will be at the Tucson Book Festival this weekend. I'll be there on Sunday signing books from 10 to 1 p.m. And then we'll also be at the Los Angeles Times Book Festival at USC. That's another one that has like 100,000 people that go through. So we're sharing a booth. That's April 14th and 15th or something like that. So that'll be really cool. What I usually do for that one is I'll bring a bunch of books that I've got, in my own backlog of boxes, I guess you could say. And I typically will sell those for like $10, and then I donate all the money to Habitat for Humanity. So that way everybody, it's a nice win for everyone. So I think those are the two big ones that we've got coming up in the more immediate future, I guess you could say. So of all the, and then I'm also pitching to the our distributors Salesforce on Thursday morning of next week. So that should be interesting. I'll be pitching, I think it's 9 books that we have coming out between September and December of 2026. So I'll be, talking about that. And then I'll probably, Ben, you and I need to talk to see if we want to promo your next book that we have coming out in 2027. So kind of bring that forward. So
we promo the ones that are not out yet but coming out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So like what I'll do sometimes is if there's a title that it'll probably be hot just based on the topic or it's something that we know we're gonna submit for awards and all that kind of stuff. I'll end the presentation with and here are a couple of titles that you're going to want to pay attention to in whatever the next quarter is that we'll be presenting.
Yeah.
So this session is for September to December, and then the next one will be for January 2027 to, I think it's January to April, something like that, or January to May 2027. So anything that we might think will be, like I said, will be kind of hot. And also, if we're going to be doing anything, like if we're going to be, doing like the Tucsons, like if we know about it far ahead of time, I'll let them know about that as well, because that's always a nice little push for all of our authors. So yeah. So Ben and Peter, for your imprints, what do you guys have coming up? Is there anything that you want to brag on about? I love you got volunteered.
I will brag about the intern that has been assigned to me, because I assigned her. Nobody knows that, but I assigned her to me. I had a title that it was a YA genre, and it was interesting, but there was still something missing. So I had her look at it, and she left some great notes and a great asset to Running Wild Press and Junkyard Rooster and Trump, you know, whatever it is.
Trump Lord, that's the hardest thing in the world.
I knew it. But so if she's any indication of the interns that we've pulled in to the summer interns, we're in a good spot.
Oh, good.
She is really good, and she went through and left notes, very detailed notes, and much more than I expected. You know, I told her just look at it and get a feel for it. Let me know what you think. And she was leaving detailed notes as she did it, and they were detailed enough to know we didn't want the book.
Ah,
But
got it.
right now, I've got it dwindled down to 15 submissions. I think it went up to 18 this week. So together, she and I are going through them, and we'll make the first pick based on those 18 for the inaugural book for Junkyard Rooster.
Very cool.
It's coming. I got to catch up with Peter.
Hey, I got to catch up with you. I need to assign an intern for me too. I need to go through my slush pile.
We're working on it. We've got what,
I mean-
four coming in, something like that. Like
Have
three.
you whittled it down already? I mean, who are the finalists?
Why? I don't know.
For the show.
Yeah, I know I think we knocked it down to 4 from University of Chicago and 1 from Drexel. So,
Okay. I'll take the U of C one.
oh, bite me.
That's my alma mater. I went there.
Fine. But yeah, I think 2 of the U of C's are part-time and 2 are full-time over the summer. So it's just finalizing their schedules. And but I haven't given them to anybody yet. But yeah, I'm happy to assign one to you if you want.
That'd be great. I could use it. I could use the help.
Okay, you got it.
So yeah, I have Curtis's books lined up for September,
Mhm.
and I'm putting together a marketing plan, or Kathy's putting together a marketing plan for those books. He's got a couple of readings lined up, and he wants to submit to a contest for Philly authors with books set in Philadelphia.
Mhm.
2 boxes that he said he checks off. So we're going to submit as soon as we get published copies in my hand, we submit those to the contest.
Mhm.
And I'm on the lookout for the next one. I've got a couple possibilities, and like I said, I want to go through the slush pile and see what I got to work with.
Nice.
At least 2, maybe 3 this year or next year rather.
Well, and don't forget, because what you know how at first when we first started all the imprints, we were getting like people were submitting to all of the imprints.
Right.
What I started telling people like, look, you can just submit to one of us because we all talk to each other.
Right.
Right.
So feel free to look through the ones that are already in the Running Wild and the Rise and see if there's anything there that you think would be better for Trompe l'oeil, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I've got a couple poetry collections under Trompe l'oeil already, so I just need to forward those over to Ben's cache.
Oh, that's interesting. So Ben, you've just been volunteered.
Yeah. I deleted one out of there I declined one for you.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't like it.
Submission, and you had left a note that said no, it's poetry. So I went in and looked at it and said, yeah, you're right, it's poetry. So I declined it.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, but it was. I know the author really well.
Oh, do you now?
So it's personal.
It it was my submission to help him get over and have something really good to publish. I submitted to him, and he said, "Nah, it's poetry." So I went, "Yeah, you're right. I'm going to decline it," which was really surreal to decline myself.
I was gonna say, right?
I should have put that one under anonymous. Another reason.
Okay. All right.
I was just being partner-like.
Partner like.
Yeah.
Wait, did you submit under your real name?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
But we don't look at names of authors. We look at the work.
Well, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to look at the name.
I'm thinking maybe, although maybe Peter saw it right away and said no.
I don't know. He's the only
Nope.
one who can own that.
Yeah. I'm just saying we look at the work and judge it.
Mm.
Don't hurt my feelings, Peter.
So
Good
Peter,
finding, not me. I just said it wasn't for my press. That's all.
No, we're actually we've gotten some poetry submissions that we'll take a look at full length poetry submissions, and we're still getting some that are like journal submissions.
which is weird.
Yeah,
That's
just
really
a handful, not as many as we had before initially, but it's still coming in like a journal.
We've already
It just-
got 800 and almost 840 submissions.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I haven't gone in there to look.
Don't.
I haven't gone in.
Intimidating.
No.
Now, admittedly, that's across all of the imprints, but still, like,
Yeah.
woo!
I'm still on the struggle bus with my 6 manuscripts that I'm trying to finish.
Wow.
We
my.
need more interns.
We need more, right? We do. We need more interns. Because holy moly. Wow. Why did I do this to myself? Like, why did I look this up? Oh my God. But anyway. And then we've got that coming up. We have our acquisition session. I'm gonna have it, schedule it for July to buy us more time.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I'm not ready. When's July? What are we? We're in May, March.
We're in March.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, July seems far away, I think. I hope.
Yeah, and then what'll happen is we'll get close to it and go, oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Not
Don't
that-
don't underestimate the power of the last minute.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh no, we're
Just
good
wait
at
for
that.
our tests.
On both sides. I think the last time we had an acquisition session, we got like a couple of hundred that were submitted last minute. And it was like, oh my God. and then we all looked at them at the last minute because we were all already like overwhelmed. But
So this is the press's 10th year.
yeah, it's our
Yeah.
10th year.
We're looking at almost 1,000 submissions on a rolling basis.
Sometimes more than that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think our last session it was like 1,700.
Oh,
And then
wow.
we knocked it down to 300. I think it was 337, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there we went, okay, now we need to get this down to like 35. We do that. So we'll just have to figure that out, right?
And it's a process where we get to be more selective,
Yes.
much more selective than we were say 6 years ago.
That's true.
We're getting some competitive work that makes us really think about why and to defend it and push it through
Mhm.
and have those discussions.
I got
I'm just watching Rodolfo ordering a beer.
Oh, is that what's happening? Oh, I hope it's a good one. I want to see
I
what
know,
it
right?
is.
Dude, is it like an IPA? No.
Scheduling conflicts.
Oh man, beer versus live
I think that's
stream.
it.
It's a public space, you know. Anybody
Yeah.
could show up. They got the right. They got the
Yeah.
right.
They got the right. Yeah, that's true. I need to like figure out the next time I'm like at a festival or whatever, like how I can do a live stream where it, like I'm still prominent. It's not, you know, like all the people attending basically in our face. Or like very noisy.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure that out. So I keep intending on doing it because I'm like, this will be so cool to have the live stream, right? Like at like some big public venue. And then I get
The Nine
there.
Inch Nails concert.
Yeah, you should do a 9 Inch Nails concert.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
That, that would be interesting.
I had a friend in college who she was dating this guy. She was dating him for a long, long time. And they would break up every once in a while. Every time she was broken up with him, she would blast 9 Inch Nails, bow down before the one you serve. So
They sang that one.
we always
Oh.
knew when she was in a breakup, whenever we'd walk past her dorm, and that's what would be just blaring from it. So
That
Okay.
was a good
Lots of
one. I like
memories.
that was a good one. The crowd was into that one. They really they knew
Yeah.
all the words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was her tell.
that was it. Yeah. It was loud. It was broadcast
Aw,
everywhere. We
her.
all knew.
What did she play when they got back together again?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I guess maybe there was no music. I don't know. I guess you just had to listen for 9 Inch Nails just to know what her relationship. We didn't have Facebook back then, so the relationship status was through 9 Inch Nails.
So nice not to have that crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry for anybody who's listening.
Well, so who like
I'm not
does
I'm not a fan of the machine.
So what are your guys' tells when you for any kind of like major? How about like what's your tell for when you get like rejected? Like your work gets rejected. I mean,
Sometimes
Ben,
I dream about it the night before. Sometimes
You
I have a
what?
dream about it. Yeah.
really?
It happened. Yeah.
You have a dream that says, Cecilia, your book's about to get rejected.
But the thing is that I submit so many things that
Ah.
it could be anything. So, I mean, it's not really a dream about that one rejection. It's just like I write and it's just, you know,
Reject.
I could get a rejection the next day. So,
I'm used to rejection.
yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I
I'm
see.
used to silence, just radio silence. You hand things in, you hear nothing. It's just nothing. It's like, well, I guess it's just floating around. What I'm trying to stay away from is author scams. I just got one today, I think.
There's a lot of those out there.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of them. Yeah.
There
So what
was
was What was the one you got today?
there was a best-selling author who writes me an email and it says, I came across your work. Doesn't say what it is, what work they've seen, and just generic love for my work and what a fearless writer I am. I'm like, I don't know that I've written anything fearless, but okay. And then there's all of this stuff, you know, that's just really nice stuff. And then but the thing is, there's no link. Like, there's nothing to press on, nothing. Like, am I supposed to, do you thank this person and think, oh my goodness, wow, this is amazing? I don't understand what the scam is, but when I saw the person's name, I went into another browser and looked it up, and the emails don't match. And then, of course, I typed in scam, and then this person's name. They're like, please, a lot of authors are getting emails compliments from best-selling authors. I'm like, this is so mean. This is so mean. You wake up to these compliments by best-selling authors and you're like, well, this sounds like it could be true, but it's probably not. And you just reject it. You just put it in the trash. But yeah, I don't know what the
got a
follow-up
story.
is. If I had thanked her, if I had thanked this person, would it set another email message that would have a link to it? I don't know, but it just went in the trash. That was the end of it.
Way before all those days of social media and whatnot, I actually got a call early in the morning from Rodolfo Anaya. I don't know if any of you, I know Ben knows Rodolfo Anaya, right? Famous, he's a famous writer. But my Rodolfo, we're Tacayos, we got the same name. And so, but I wrote a review of one of his books that came out, right? And he called. I get a call early in the morning. He's like, "Yeah, is this Rodolfo?" I was like, "Yeah, this is Rodolfo." Now I was like, "Yeah, really?" I was like, "It's like, yeah, I saw the review you wrote in my book. That was really cool. I just want to call you and tell you that." I was like, "Oh, okay, really?" I didn't really believe it, but like, who would scam me? Like, who would want? They didn't want no money. It had to be him. It was him. It was him. He called me.
Sure,
Wasn't
I
that
believe it.
cool? That was cool. But
Yeah.
that was whereas, yeah, like the other way where they want your money and trying to play off your need for success is horrible. Your
I do what
weakness.
Cecilia does.
And some of them are coming from AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes, I hate
because I've had conversations with them.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
when I'm not doing anything else, I'll reply to them and say, "Well, which book did you like?
Yeah.
I've got 10 out there and 2 more forthcoming. Which one was it?" And then they'll send me a title that wasn't even my book. I say, "Oh, sorry, that's not mine." And then they'll come back and say, "Well, what is yours?" and the more you talk to them, the closer you get to the offer. And I've had offers for $70 worth of promotion, all the way up to $15,000 worth of promotion.
I've gotten those.
Yeah, and
sucks.
of course, I explained to them that it was poetry, and if a book of poetry sells 500 copies, that's tremendous. And so it's really not cost effective for me to give you money that I'm not ever going to see again. So it's just not worth it. And they say, but don't you think it's a waste to promote your work? And I said, well, it's not a waste. It's just not cost effective. I'm a business professor. Let me tell you about cost effective and the break even point. But it's but I get 3 of those a day, Cecilia, at least.
Wow. Yeah. I got my first. Yay me. So very exciting.
The least they could have done.
And some of them they'll say, well, I'm in a book club and we like to read and then promote authors' work. And I said, well, okay, here's the link.
Yeah.
Order it.
Yeah, order it.
There you go.
Yeah. But they said it's totally free to you until you pay us. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I get a lot of those. Yeah. They're like, it's what is it? Books and Brews. I'm like, go have fun.
Have a beer on me.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! Pretty much. And then they usually come back with oh, well, what we want to do is, do a big campaign, and we were wondering if you'd split the cost with us. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Totally no obligation and free.
As soon as money's brought up,
Right.
hang up.
Exactly.
Like there's some that there's some that are legit, but the legit ones, everyone knows it's legit, right? Like it's not like you're sitting there having to look up the email or it says on it, the name of it is like, you know, Books and Brews, and then when you like scroll over the email address, you see it's a Gmail account, right?
Yeah. It's
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
It's, seriously? Okay. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, or the name of the person in the email doesn't match with the signature block. So that can't be right.
Right.
Why are you using somebody else's email account?
Yeah, that's true.
Those are my fun conversations. It's not my book.
Yep. You're like, hey, I actually wrote, you know, Pride and Prejudice.
Or they have the voice of Morgan Freeman. Be careful.
Yeah.
This is God talking.
Yeah, that's a lot. And it's funny, lately I've gotten a lot of our authors have been coming to me asking for help, advice on like public relations and stuff. And some things I'm like, you can easily look this up yourself. Like, you don't need me, you know. Actually, I'd say the vast majority.
Like public relations in what way? Like they're getting, like they need to handle the press, or like
They're getting close to the book being done editing, and it's about to go into production, and they're trying to figure out like, okay, a lot, you can tell this is their first book ever because they want to talk about, it's like they think that once it goes into production, it'll like be available for sale within like
tomorrow.
3 months, you know.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's like I kind of have to walk them through like, no. First, you actually have to finish editing, and you and your editor need to agree that it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to our production manager, and then she'll walk you through everything from, you know, you still need to do an acknowledgments, your bio. You'll be asked for, you know, if you have any ideas on the cover. It'll go to our cover designer, you know, like, so I kind of give them the high level, like, here's all the stuff that still has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that's done, then it's still going to be like 9 to 12 months after that, right, before the book comes out.
Right.
And I always find it hilarious when we almost always have someone who I'll explain all of it. And then when Evangeline, our production manager, when she gives them like, here's some proposed dates for your book to come out, when it's you know, a lot longer than they had initially hoped for, then they'll turn around and say, oh my God, I had no idea it would take this long, right? And it's like, well, but we told you it would.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't actually new. But okay. So but yeah, that's usually it. They want to find out basically if they can start promoting it tomorrow. And I'm like, but you're not done yet. So once you're done, then yeah, sure. It's a lot easier after all the editing's done, you know.
Could be dead by the time it comes out.
We have actually had, let me think about this, like 3 authors that had passed away by the time the book came out.
I was just joking, but now that you said that, like, okay.
Yeah. Well, mind you, like one, she was like 80 something. I think she was like 83.
Yeah.
Somebody else was actually terminally ill.
I think you should put them to the front of the line if that's the case. You should get their stuff out like right
it's
away.
Not like we knew. Rodolfo, what do you think? We're sitting there going, oh, look, tomorrow you're going to die.
Maybe you got to like do a health survey or something of the authors to see what's their longevity expectance. And
dude,
I'm just saying.
Well, there have been like 2 women who they were like, look, I'm in my, you know, late 70s, early 80s, whatever it was. And I can't wait this long for the book to come out. And I went, all right, but understand that you're probably not going to get the full backing of the sales team, because that's the whole point of having that lead time, is so that they have the opportunity to actually go review the book themselves and then figure out who the right retailers are to push it to, right? And they were like, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, fine, great. And
I have
then
this image of a skeleton waiting by the mailbox going, there yet?
Well, that's about the time for any publisher, right? Like,
yeah, that's it.
Year to 2 years, something like that. Like,
No, publishers, unless it's an author that they've got a long-term relationship with, and so they can anticipate like how long it'll take for the author to complete the book and then get it into into production, it's usually at least 18 to 24 months.
yeah, it just takes so long.
Yeah, that's just normal. So, and authors who've been published elsewhere, they know that, and they're more than familiar with it. It's typically usually those who've either all they've done is self-published, or they've never been published by a press that uses a standard distributor.
Mhm.
Those are the ones who usually get like freaked out. So
We did a short story posthumously before, and it's actually it's one of the authors you're probably talking about, because it came from the manuscript. So, but we worked with his daughter, and we just shifted over who we were talking to and editing for. But it was just a situation where we were still going to publish it, and the family was very grateful that we did.
mm-hmm.
We didn't say, "Oh, sorry." We went ahead with that. Was the giveaway boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah. I mean, I don't see the point in not publishing it if the person's passed away. Like,
oh yeah.
It's not like, I mean, oh, you're dead. Screw you. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It was really kind of rewarding to work with the daughter in that case, and because she was so grateful and said, "Well, I'll have his work. I'll always have his work. So I'm glad it's published."
Yeah.
And then
We've had, actually, let me think. Then I think there have been like 4.
yeah,
if you include Mickey, yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mickey. Oh God. But yeah, there have been at least 4 who've passed away. But I mean, and it's so funny. Like,
knock on wood.
I'm doing all these interviews now with different authors, and based on the themes of the month,
Mm-hmm.
and it's interesting because a lot of people, like, I've never seen them before,
Mm-hmm.
So my first interaction with them might actually just be the live stream, and it's like, oh, okay, wow, you're like 100 years old, rock on. Okay, cool. So
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, to Ben's earlier point, we're getting a lot of really high quality submissions, really well established authors who, they might publish a different genre or a different form elsewhere, and this is like their pet project.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times they'll come to us because a friend of theirs will turn them on to us and say, hey, if you want, I know this is your baby. If you want to work with a really good press, then you need to go to Running Wild. So we've had a bunch of those. And then if they come to me directly, I usually point them over to our submittable page, because I have a bad habit, as both Ben and Peter know, of like, if someone comes to me directly and I feel guilty, I'll accept it.
yeah.
So
We'll see it in the submission. What Lisa said.
That's true. They do that, and it's like, oh.
After 9 o'clock, she tends to sip a little bit after 9 o'clock. So.
Yeah.
Here's what Ben and Peter say. How about that?
Well, I'll tell them, like, we'll mention that you met one of us at, like at Ada, wherever you met us, right? and we said, yeah, send your work to us through Submittable. But then I don't realize that sometimes when they submit it, it is kind of confrontational. I mean, it's not always, but you know, sometimes they do come through with like, well, Lisa said when we were at blah 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 that I was brilliant or something, right? And I'm like, no, I don't say that. So
Yeah.
I don't even tell the people that we've got who are brilliant that they're brilliant. So shit.
Do you tell them they're golden? Stay gold, pony boy. Stay
Right?
gold.
Boy.
Well, with that, I mean, we're at the top of the hour. As always, you guys, absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And anyone watching, feel free, go ahead, pop any questions you have into the comments section of whatever venue you're watching, and we'll be more than happy to check it out. Or just join us again next week, Thursday, between 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. And, join in on the fun. Cool?
Yeah.
Wow.